minutes remaining in this first half of football. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. Cousins now to throw on first down. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Cousins. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hawkinson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Cousins. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's and they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary of the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. That's good. The completion there. And it's second. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. This taken in at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So problems there on the return. Very costly. Not what you need when you just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half They didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
There's Jefferson to pull that in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26.
That's the third time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4. And just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. It led to a very quick sack. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
And it's caught in the end zone for a Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the
Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Etienne up the middle. And he's got some space here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 63 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Lawrence. Buying time to his left. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And the Vikings pick up the football. Shoves him aside. So it's a turnover there on the last fumble, and this third quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game, they can get away from pretty quickly if their defense doesn't step up right here.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27. From the 27, Cousins. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Fourth down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So kind of a tough break there. No real hook or slice to that one, but he's denied by the upright.
And he basically hits it just straight as an arrow. But yeah, since he's on the hash mark to begin with, straight as an arrow isn't good enough.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball and still try to play free and natural.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. Man open, here's Jones. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It was third and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth. On first down, Lawrence. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up the first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. Inside is going to be caught by Kirk. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. With a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to get a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Vikings on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to take another shot here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Forward on 4th, but this one is good.